Hi Mom, thank you for coming for the book lesson for your, how old is your child? Johnny's 4? Alright, so he's 4, so he's going into kindergarten in about a year? Okay, so let's make sure to give him a lot of practice with letters, because letter knowledge is one of those main predictors of reading ability. So what you will see me do in this book is really focus on letters, both uppercase and lowercase letters. That's something they'll need to know, that letters can look different depending if they're uppercase or lowercase. So we'll get lots of practice in doing that. And we'll get practice in pointing out not just the letter shape, but also coming up with other words that start with that letter, so he can really associate that letter with a particular sound. All right, if you give a mouse a cookie, Johnny, do you see a letter M on the page? You're right, there it is, M, mouse. There it is, that's our uppercase M. So did you see, Mom, what I did, what I asked him? Just very simple, can he point to the letter? If he can't, then you know where he is, so just point it out for him. That's how you're his guide and his teacher. And then we'll look for this letter throughout the book, okay? So let's get started so we can start doing our letter hunt. If you give a mouse a cookie, Johnny, can you see that M? There you go, see? So before he didn't even know what that is, so now he can start doing that on his own. That's a very good power of intentionally pointing out letters as you are reading. There's that title again. Let's skip it so we can get into the text. If you give a mouse a cookie, did you see that? Now that letter looks different, right? Because it's a lowercase letter. So it's very intentionally saying to Johnny, okay, so see, this was an uppercase letter here, but let's look what it looks like when it's a lowercase. Yeah, it does look different. Mouse, mouse. Remember I said, well, let's come up with one more word that starts with that letter so he can get a sense of the letter sound. So mouse. Can you tell me, Johnny, can you tell me one more word that starts with m? Johnny, who's that? You're right, that's your mom. Mom starts with mom. And let's come up with one more. He's going to ask for a glass of milk. Right? So you can do that really intentionally. Just pause in that M to give him an additional clue that it's coming, and say, let's look for that letter M. What words, or you can say, what word starts with M sound? There it is, milk. So very intentionally, just throughout this book, there's lots of M's, you can point them out, and you're giving him very intentional practice of associating the shape of the letter and the sound of the letter, and those two things are one of the main ways that he's going to be ready to start reading with success. So it might seem like a small thing that you're doing every time you read, not just with this book, but any book, but you're giving him real good tools that he'll need to know and that he'll be able to use in kindergarten classroom.